Hey, this is your boy Trevor coming to you with a hustle alert. We got Michael Myers in the house. I didn't say that right.
Trapped in the bunker, trapped in the bunker. I get Trevor the signal like Sergeant, let me record, and I'll be trapped in the bunker until I'm ready for war.
It's Miles Myers. And it's only, and there's no S, right? It's Miles Meyer, right?
Yes.
Miles Meyer, but it's Miles Myers Film. Try to say that a bunch of times real fast. First and foremost, before we get into the hustle alert, I would like to send a huge shout out to the producer of the show. She's been doing an excellent job, so thank you, because this is just awesome. It is awesome to have you here. Tell me a little bit about what's going on. I feel like we're in an interview, so I'm just going to run with it. Tell me a little bit about what's going on.
We are expanding our minds and becoming greater people every single day. Every single thought and every single action that we're doing is changing who you are. If you're an artist, if you're an accountant, we need to make sure that what we're doing is making sense and it's aligning with the higher purpose.
Which is? Do we have
being
time
conscious.
To get into that? Being conscious. And if you're going to boil it down to one word, there you have it. Being conscious. But not only being conscious of yourself, but of your actions, which is, you know what I'm saying, a totally different kind of animal, isn't it? Because you could be conscious that you went to the store, but you might not be conscious that you littered.
You may not be conscious.
Yeah, you may not be conscious
at all. Unconsciousness. And this world's full of unconscious thoughts, and I am here with my friend to express to you guys that it's not all about what you think it is. It's not about that external fame. It's not about the likes or the views. And I understand because I've been there. Don't chase after the dotted line. Don't chase after the money. It's an ends and it's about the means.
Right, but the important thing here too is to understand that when you get into an art-driven industry such as music or videography or cinematography, as you're trying to become more successful, it's very difficult to navigate. And sometimes you make decisions based upon trying to get to your end goal to be successful. And in the process of making these little changes, minute changes, because you have to say, okay, I don't really agree with this 100%, but at the same time, I need the credit to my name. I need this, I need that, so you do it. If you do that 4 times, how are you possibly the same person that you were before you started the process? Because everybody knows if you make 4 right turns, where do you end up?
You end up right back to where you were, man, right?
Right back to where you started from. So there's no point in making all right turns.
No. This is
the most bizarre interview that we've had.
I know, but it's real.
But it's elevated. And I understand what you mean, because it's very easy to lose yourself because you're not conscious of what you're doing, because the only thing that you see is the goal. You want the $1 million. Here's the question I ask myself. People say, I want $1 million. That's my dream. And I think to myself, would you rather be the guy buying the dream or the guy selling the dream?
It's 2 sides of the coin.
Because if you're selling the dream, you're going to be very successful, because all these people are subscribing to what you feel is what's the word I'm looking for? Success. These are the things that make you successful. They might make you successful in your business life, but what about your personal life?
They forget about that, and they don't want to talk about that either.
Right, because it's short-sighted. Any direction that you go has tremendous effects in all sorts of life. Like, for instance, Tuesdays. We're out here by 11. We're in here till 8. Sometimes I miss dinner.
What's happening when you're missing dinner?
What's happening is I'm missing time with my 5-year-old, I'm missing time with my girlfriend, and I'm missing time with Yazzie.
Do you see?
And that's the trade-offs, and that's the thing, is you're talking about keeping things balanced.
Wow.
So that if you do make a left turn, you kind of go, oh, I need to reorientate myself, because I'm headed west, but really I want to be headed due north.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want to be a good person in all the facets of my life.
Right.
So if you do take a step left or a step right, remember to take yourself back to center. Right?
Yes. I love it.
Keep yourself running stoichiometrically.
Ooh, I've never heard that.
Stoichiometric. I've been trying to work that into an episode now for a year.
I'm so happy.
Finally got to say stoichiometric.
Beautiful.
I'm not sure where we went with that, but we're definitely keeping it.
I'm really excited, and I find that the bunker is a great source, and I want artists to understand that what he is doing is actually way more important than you even understand. Like, who cares how many views you got on your episode? This guy is pulling together a movement. This entire crew is pulling together a movement. They're sticking together. Their minds are all aligned towards a goal, and they're making something happen. That's why I was so honored to come on this show. I was honored to be like, wow, they want to put me on camera? Like, they want to put me on camera? And, of course, I may have
Where
done
are
some
you
things.
from?
I'm from Indiana. Fort Wayne,
You're from
Indiana.
Indiana. I'm from Indiana. And, you know, I had a big thing going on in the early 2000s, distribution, the whole 9 yards. But I made lots of life mistakes, mostly alcohol and pills, and that is not the right way to go. So what we've done is I've redefined who I am and what I want to be. And what I want to be is somebody who helps facilitate positivity being pumped in to Indiana from anywhere I can get it. If you're drawn with crayons and it's positive, I want you on the show. If you juggle for children and a cancer benefit, I want you on my show. This is about establishing the fact that there is positivity out here. You have to be looking for it. If you're a negative person, it's probably because you're looking for negative things. You have to stop looking for negative. You have to look for the positive things in life. If you don't, your focus is in the wrong place. He's a director. What happens if your camera's not focused in the right place? You miss the scene. You miss the scene. Right?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's some deep stuff, folks.
This is a very unique bunker news. I'd like to step away from what we were just talking about just for a minute. You were out in LA. You were living there for about a year.
Yeah.
You've recently come back, and you're going to be working and shooting here back in the Hoosier State. Is that right?
Yes, I am here in Indiana.
Now that is to me noteworthy. That is to me super important to what we're trying to do. And Jay Ellis, I know that you are in Philly or something right now. Man, home is calling you. We need to collectively get together, all of the visionaries, and drive this one home. And you heard it here first, Jimmy Iovine. Start getting those contracts ready. We're coming. We're coming. Indiana's coming. We're all coming. And we won't be denied. We will not be denied. Not this time.
No.
It's not going to happen. So, who are you going to be working with first now that you're back here in Indiana?
Well, I started working with myself. That's a crazy thing, right? Because
I used to work with myself a lot when I was a teenager. It was time consuming.
It is time consuming. But you have to work with yourself to get those thoughts right.
Yes.
And me making right decisions and thinking right has allowed me to expand my creativity as an artist.
Right.
So I'm really focusing on being a good storyteller, because that's what this life is about. It's about being a story. I was in LA, I've run around, I've seen what it's like to be in LA. I know what it's like to be on set.
Tell us a little bit about what a day in the life of Miles Meyer was when you were in LA. What time were you getting up?
Well, I was getting up at like 9 a.m., man.
Okay.
I'd get up at 9 a.m. It's nothing too glamorous. I mean, I eventually built myself up to work with a prominent bodybuilder, motivator, Kali Muscle.
Okay.
I was living with Nizzy Nice in Van Nuys, which is a very Hispanic area of LA. And it was a very different culture, and it's good for you to be in different cultures.
It is, but do you miss... See, I know you're a vegan recently, but the Mexican food in LA...
I mean, they had some good stuff.
Flippin' redonkulous. There's always like 5 women named Maria at the market making tortillas. Everything's fresh. It is a totally different culture. When you come back here, because like you're probably used to being able to run right down the street, get a Jamba Juice or something that you can eat as a vegan.
Yeah.
Because my friend, the vegan, who is unnamed at this point, he has a tremendously hard time trying to find food around here and has like one place he can shop.
Oh, but that's your power. That's your power, because you're snapped into consciousness at that point. Because if there's no areas that are providing you in life where you see it, that's your power to go in and create the new life
and make the change.
Make the change.
Because if you know, for true change to happen, one of the things that I understand now is that you first and foremost have to identify the problem.
Yeah, wow.
Then secondly, after identifying the problem, you have to identify the solution. It's 2 simple steps. Once you identify the solution, then it's taking action to make the change.
Right.
And that's the thing. You're wondering what's missing from your recipe of success. It's probably action. Action is the biggest difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who is not successful. It's the actual action of doing the things that it takes. When I wanted to lose weight, I dieted and I ran. I could want to lose weight and sip on Diet Coke for 12 hours a day, but I'm not going to lose weight that way.
True.
So you stay where? In the problem, not in the solution. So you're deciding to live within your problem.
But you're enough. You're enough, though. Like, this is another struggle for me. You want to be successful, and you may not be successful, but understand it's okay. You're fine. Like, be all right with not being, like, where you want to be yet. Like, the understanding and the ability to be all right with yourself is going to lead you down that path.
Being comfortable with yourself and being yourself. And working within what works for you. That's pretty much what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah.
I do want to take another step back.
Yeah.
And go into you working here again in Fort Wayne, and I'm assuming all over the state. Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere.
So
Book
if
me in New York.
you're an up and coming artist, and or even an artist that wants to make a movie, okay, and you want to work with Miles Meyer, how do you go about doing that? What is the first step that I would have to take? If I wanted to make a movie, how would I go about hiring you to do that? How would that work?
Well, hit me up. I'm just like any other person, and I'm going to be a really kind person, too. I want to hear your vision. Like, I want to create a link between the two. So you audibly, or let's not even confine it to there. Let's say you want to do yoga, because that's something that I'm getting into. Or you want to show your paintings, or you want to show that you're an MMA fighter, or you want to show that you do murals.
Shout out to Aaron Smith.
Just come and connect, and I want to get the vision out for you. So I have a very clear vision, and we will talk on a person-to-person level.
Right.
You know, like, hey, how you doing? Like, and then from there, I'll build with you the idea. I'll write a treatment. We'll write a treatment and a script, so we have a plan to go off of.
Right. Do you do storyboarding?
Yes, I absolutely do storyboarding.
Okay. Back in the late '90s, when I was still at school and I was seeking an associate's in applied sciences degree for video technology, I did probably 10 projects that year, and I was the only one that took time to write the treatment, develop the treatment, do the sketches, and set up the shots. I never got anything less than an A+.
Nothing.
But do you see the difference? The guy that got the C, he did everything but the actions. They gave you the recipe. They gave you the recipe. It takes this, and this to make it look right, to make it feel right, to make it efficient. But when you skip those things and you don't do the actions, for every step that you skip, expect less success.
True.
Right?
Man, that makes so much sense.
It does.
I'm just going to keep that in my mind, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. This has been a very, very different interview. Have you seen it? You haven't seen anything like this before, right? How are you feeling about it? He really likes it. Look, he won't even talk to us. If you could show us any video, you know, we normally play a video for Bunker News. Could you pick a video for us to play so that people can just become a little bit more familiar with the work? And it doesn't have to be a hip hop video. It doesn't have, you know, it can be any type of a video how you want to present yourself. You know, what does Miles Meyer want to share through the Bunker News, basically?
I mean, I was just walking down a dirt road, and it's like been making people a little upset because I'm talking about drugs and stuff on it. And just because I feel a certain way about drugs doesn't mean other people need to feel a certain way. This is my journey. And it's like just me holding my cell phone talking.
So we're talking a little bit about the video that we're gonna do today for the show. And the name of the video is going to be
Are You on Drugs?
Are You on Drugs? There you have it. Any shout outs?
Yes, shout out to my fam that's in here, AMFJ, T-Zank, Michael Needler. I appreciate all these people, and I appreciate my parents, Jeff and Danette Meyer.
That
my
is
brother.
the first time that I've had anybody on the show thank their parents.
Well,
that's awesome.
they've been kind enough to take care of me and get me to this point and raise me enough to have enough sense to show that there is something better out here, guys. Seriously.
There you have it. Let's have a look at the video.
Take a deep breath in with me. Do it with me. Life is so much better. Life is so much better on the other side. Life is so much better. You have to trust me. You have to believe that what I'm telling you is actually something that you can experience for yourself. We like to anesthetize ourselves with drugs. Drugs! Give me some drugs. You want to get drunk this weekend? Hey man, you trying to smoke? Nope. Not trying to. Trying to stay sober and stay away from you. That's exactly what my sole purpose is. Anybody that's trying to push the negative things on me. Because if you come around me, if you come around people with higher vibrations, your life's going to start to change. They're going to talk about weird things. They're going to talk about weird things, aren't they? They're going to talk about weird things. You know what? We don't have to be apologetic about it. Because once you know what's going on, once you figure it out and you actually start living what's going on, it's going to be a lot better. Because once you finally go from negative to positive, once you go from negative to positive, and you understand how alkaline works, oh my gosh, you don't need drugs. You don't need to take drugs. You don't need to go and get high. Be high on mushrooms. Be high on acid. Searching. You're still searching. It's about creating. You know? Searching for who you are. Who am I? Who am I? What am I doing here? I don't think. You do that for a while. You go ahead, go through that phase. Go through that phase. There's different phases. I'm not judging people based on where they are in their phases. I'm just offering up something new. I'm offering up something new. Something to go and tell your mom about. Go tell her, because you want her to be better, don't you? You want your dog to be better, don't you? You want your life to be better, don't you? Me too. That's why I had to step up and step out of my comfort zone. I had to go ahead and step out of my comfort zone. I had to do some things. I had to go on a journey. You're going on a journey right now. And there's micro journeys and there's macro journeys. The macro journey is called your life. We can even get into some deeper stuff. Macro journey of the revolution. The macro journey of the revolution. I don't want to get on that right now. Linear time. Revolutionary time. You feel me? We can get on that another time, another video. This video is about the drugs. This is about why you don't need them anymore. You get high. You like to go to Burger King. Now you got to get high again, don't you? It's a big cycle. When you can start the cycle, once we can pull an e-brake on the cycle, a lot can good happen. And they're lying. Go get you a burger. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Some people won't like this. They won't like this video because I'm talking about letting go of meat. Let it go, man. You want to elevate? You got to let it go, man. There's a lot trapped up in that meat. There's a lot trapped up. It's going to lead you to drugs. It's going to lead you to numbing out the feelings. Once again, numbing them out and numbing out the feelings. I don't want to numb it out. Even when I have bad days, I have good days. Because every time you have a bad day, every time you have a darkness day, the darkness setting you up for a come up. I swear, every time you have a dark day, you're getting set up for a come up. Time for a come up. When I'm feeling like crap. Darkness, mysterious. Darkness, mystery. Mysterious, ignorance. When things are mysterious, that means that you're ignorant to something that's going on. It's okay. The journey that you're embarking on is coming from here, man. I'm telling you. And it's pulling things to you that you don't even understand. That's the mysteriousness and the darkness about it. That's the fun. The fun part is when you don't know what's going to happen next. Don't even know what's going to happen. So you just start walking. Just got to keep walking in paths. Got to keep going down that path. Confidently. I can. No, I can't. I can. I can stop the way that I was living. I can stop doing drugs and believe it. Because then you become a man of principle. And you know what happens when you become a man of principle and you live to principles, even if they're not for selfish reasons and they're altruistic reasons? You ain't gotta generate so much to go in force things. Oh, well, I need money. I'm gonna force a situation. I'm gonna go like his posts and do all. Save it. Just save it. Do what you want to do. If you're positive and you've jumped from your negative to positive, the world's yours, man. It's gonna do great things for you because you want to see the benefit in people that are other than yourself. So I jump back to the altruism, living on your principles. This society has forgot about our morals, and it's sad, man. It's sad. If you really wanna jump up and elevate, morals. Think about them. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. A couple of my favorites. Think about them. What are these morals telling you? It goes deep, man. I used to go to the grocery store, get organic tomatoes. I don't even like tomatoes. Used to get organic tomatoes. See, this is where the comedy starts in, right? Used to get organic tomatoes, ring them up as regular. Haha, nobody knew. Except for me. God knows. God knows what you're doing. Stop cheating people. You gotta stop cheating them. Because you're cheating yourself. Nope, I'm not perfect. But I do see these things and I want us to live by good morals and good principles. Save ourselves before it's too damn late. Before it's too late on this planet. That's what I want. Because it's gonna crash, man. We're in a crazy area. I'm ready for whatever. I'm ready for whatever. But I want you to know that you could have stopped it. Because I can stop it. That's why I make these videos. I'm not getting paid for this. I said it before. I am not getting paid for this. I don't have a book to go buy yet. So keep elevating, friends. Keep elevating. Please keep elevating. Keep elevating. Please. Miles, changing your life from a negative to a positive. Peace.
So what's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they're looking to do a project?
Go to Google, type in Miles Meyer, Milesmeyer, and any of those methods will work.
So they can email you, hit you up on Facebook, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Prices start at?
We'll discuss that privately because it's not good to cheapen yourself by putting out a price. Because where are you going to be in the future? I don't want people to know my business. Business is business. But yes,
Gotcha.
I'd love to work with you.
Awesome. There you have it. Peace.
Later.